I love deliverance. I love freedom. It's necessary. We need it. I continue to teach it. I continue to see people set free. But there's something else that is even more important that we're going to get into today, and we'll find it in Luke chapter 10. In Luke chapter 10, there's a story there of two sisters. Starting in verse 38, it says, "Now it happened as they went, that he entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving. And she approached him and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore tell her to help me.' And Jesus answered and said to her, 'Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed. And Mary has chosen that good part which will not be taken away from her.'" One thing is needed. Now, if Jesus, who is God in the flesh, the eternal Son of God, if he tells us as his followers, we are followers of Jesus, he is our Lord, if he tells us that one thing is needed, I think we would be very wise to pay attention to what he is saying. We would be very wise to find out what is this one thing that he's referring to. Because he didn't say there's 5 necessary things. He didn't say 10, 12 things. He said one thing is needed. I want to walk through some of these verses and some of this story. There's a comparing and a contrasting of these two sisters, and it starts out and it says that they went into a certain village, and Martha, it starts with Martha. It says Martha welcomed him into her house. That's a great thing that she did. It's a great start. Martha welcomed him into her house. But then it describes Mary. I want you to listen very closely to how it describes Mary. Pay attention to how she is described. It says she had a certain sister called Mary who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. When I read that, when I think of that, to me that describes humility, a posture of sitting at his feet. He is the teacher. He is the Lord. I'm going to come and sit at his feet. And it describes a posture of focus. I'm giving him all of my attention right now. I'm giving him everything, my focus. I'm not looking this way. I'm not talking. I'm looking right in the face of Jesus. And then it said, heard his word. She's listening. She's paying attention. What is he saying? If he is talking, it must be really important. If Jesus has something to say, I don't want to miss one word of it. If Jesus is teaching, I don't want to lose one syllable, one sentence. I need to pay attention. It's a posture of humility. It's a posture of waiting on him. It's a posture of listening to him. It's a posture of receiving from him, focused attention on him. That's how it describes Mary. Now notice how it describes Martha. But Martha was distracted. It uses the word distracted. Martha was distracted with what? With much serving. What an interesting statement. The Bible did not say that Martha was distracted with much sinning. It said Martha was distracted with much serving. Is Jesus saying that serving is bad? Of course not. No. We'll get into more. What is he trying to say? Distracted with much serving. Even though Martha was the one that welcomed Jesus into her house, Mary was the one that made him the center of attention. Martha welcomed him into the home, but Mary made him the center of attention. And it's not enough for Jesus to be in your house. He's got to be the central focus. It's not enough for you to say, Jesus, come into my heart. No, Jesus, reign in my heart.